I first met Mike and his wife Christy at church, and Christy and I hit it off. We have a lot of things in common, and so I got to know Mike through his wife Christy. He's very energetic, very thoughtful, same values as me. The value system of working with honor and integrity is something that's very important to me. So when it was time for me to find someone to help me with a business transaction, I knew who to call. I was the buyer in this transaction. He was very honest about what I should pay. He wanted to make it fair for both parties. And I think he really took into consideration my needs as well as the seller's needs and didn't hold anything back. If neither of us were thinking clearly and were too emotional about something, he helped us take the emotion out of the deal so that we could think logically. Experience, I think, is key when you're working with somebody in any type of business transaction, no matter how big or how small. Being able to almost become a counselor, because when you take the emotion out of a decision, you have to work through some thoughts. And sometimes counseling is needed or coaching is needed to help someone think clearly about their decision. So there was a little bit of emotion on both parties. And so once we got through that and Michael helped both parties smooth that out, then it was pretty easy. There's two things. I think, first of all, experience, understanding what it takes to be successful in this business and educating himself on what each party needs, a buyer and a seller. There's also a servant's heart. He has the desire to serve each party. And when you set that out to make the other people happy, then you in turn are going to be successful and happy in your role. I would say a servant leader puts the needs of others before their own. He puts the success of his buyer and seller as a measure of his success. So if they are both successful, that makes him successful. And if he always has their needs in mind first, it's just going to pay itself back to him. Thriving in the business. We are still in a partnership, the buyer and the seller, me as the buyer and my partners. We're in the business, working it together. We have a plan for succession, and we're growing it now to be stronger. So when I do take it over 100%, it'll already be successful. We have everything in place for me to continue that success. I would say that if someone was looking for an advisor that really puts their needs first and keeps them at the forefront of the conversation on either a buyer or a seller, then Mike Rubin is the man that they need to work with.